This is a sample agreement that you can use and just tweak it so that it fits your system. So the first thing I do is I put my logo on the top, and then it says joint venture agreement between, insert your company name, and then the guest host. This is, again, it's not written in legalese. This is probably not a contract that would hold up in a court of law, but I don't have any plans to sue anyone for not participating and doing what they're supposed to do in an expert summit. That's not the reason I have this contract in place. So I'm not suggesting that this is a legally binding agreement. What I am suggesting is that when things are in writing, there's no confusion. And they can't come back and say, well, I never agreed to send that email, because you can pull it up and say, actually, you did agree to send that email. Out of all of the expert summits that I've done, I wish I could tell you that every single person shows up to play and does an amazing job and promotes exactly when they should and exactly how they should, but it is just simply not true. We have people who say they're going to do things and then they don't promote at all. And this agreement gives us the ability to go back to them and say, you know, we have not been getting any promotion from you, and we're getting close to the event. As per our agreement, you've agreed to do these things. At this point, do you want to comply and do what you agreed to do, or do you feel like this event is just not a fit for you? And it gives us the opportunity to part ways without, to me, that's not really fair, that we all agree to promote, we're all promoting to our list of people, and once in a while you have somebody who wants to just kind of sneak their way in and get all of the exposure to all of the people without promoting the event, and that's just not fair. It's not what was agreed on. And so this contract actually gives us the ability. So what we do is we go through and fill out parts of it for them. So we'll fill out the event name and the date and time. We'll fill out what platform it will be hosted on. So we host ours through Infusionsoft and through Leadpages. We write that we're the host of this. We will promote through our email list on these days. We ask the host or the guest to say when they will promote, what days, so that way we can track it. As we get close, we can track and see if they sent out when they said that they would. We also put in there that we're providing the email, and I'll change this so it doesn't say Amy Walker Consulting. It says host business. I missed that one. Or host company email. Then the email list of the guest, that's a really important thing to get, because, again, we want to live and learn, right? But we have had people who they have a massive list, and they promote it to this small subset list of like 100 random people who have never ever bought for them. So we actually get them to write the list on here just to help clear things up that we are anticipating them to send to their entire list. And then we have them agree to the social media promotions, the size of the social media. We write in our topic we're training on, they write on their topic. And if they're going to make an offer and they're going to sell anything, we write that in. If we're going to make an offer and sell anything, we write that in. We say what we need from them. We talk about the giving them the email list if they've reached their number of people. And then payment terms. If there's any sort of a JV split, then you would put that in here. Let me tell you when I've done JV splits and when I haven't. First of all, I don't do, if everyone's going to offer a program at the end, I actually don't do JV splits on that, because I understand that there is not a lot of sales that happen during this event. What happened during the Expert Summit is people are sampling. They're kind of it's like they're going to Costco on a Saturday and they're just sampling all these different things. Now, when it's done, that's when the purchases really start to happen. And to me, that's just a lot of work to manage, and I'm not as concerned about what I make from other people's sales as I am what I make from my sales, so I don't do JV splits in that sense. If I am selling the recordings, So I'm going to, after it's all done, I'm going to sell it as a product. Then I am going to offer a joint venture split on that. And I'll give them a percentage of the sale for every person that purchased that came from their list. And so those details would be on there. And then you simply both sign it, date it, and you're good to go. Again, this contract, we're not trying to create something that's going to be held up legally in a court of law, but we are trying to create something that gets rid of confusion and that we can use as a resource if and when somebody does not show up in the way that they agreed to initially. And they can't say, well, I never said I would do that, because it's written down, and it just keeps things clean. If your business, you cannot have too many agreements. Written agreements always help things to run more smoothly. So that is it for this video. Go ahead and click on and learn how to use the next tool in your Expert Summit Kit.